Mic check 1 2 1 2. Welcome back to Black Sun's World. I am, of course, Black Sun. And today we gonna be reviewing the new album from Nas, Magic Part 2, which is the follow-up or the sequel to 2021's Magic with him and Hit Boy. This is actually the fifth album in 3 years for these two. It's been a crazy run for a dude who's been rapping for damn near 30 years. You know what I mean? Like that's remarkable. You know what I'm saying? But getting into this album, man, I had high hopes. I had high expectations, even though it came as a bit of a surprise. Like we only had like a week notice, you know what I mean, before this album dropped. The album started off with like, it had an intro. I mean, there's 11 songs. There's an intro, so we cut that down to 10. The 11th track is a bonus track. That's the joint with him and 21 Savage, which I'm not a fan of, by the way. I mean, it's decent. But so I guess we got 9 songs to work with. It starts off with a joint called Abracadabra, which is cool, which is real cool. Nas was doing his thing on there. Then we have what appeared to be the moment. You know, every Nas and Hit Boy album had a moment. It was always like these big moments, like, oh shit, like either it's a joint or it's a feature or whatever. Track 2, Office Hours, featuring 50 Cent, the return of 50. The first time we heard Nas and 50 on a song in over 20 years. And Nas held up his end of the bargain, but 50 did not. I think he gave us maybe 6-8 bars, and they were 8 bars of mid, like real mediocre. Like he was just making words rhyme, you know what I'm saying? So there was a big letdown early in this album. Then he followed that up with a song called Black Magic. I am not a fan of Black Magic. It's probably the only song on this album that I will consistently skip. And that's saying a lot, because I am a Nas stan. I will not deny that. I won't run from that. I'm a big Nas fan, but I will skip that song every single time. But he followed that up with Motion, which I believe is my favorite song so far. I only ran through the album maybe twice, 2.5 times, whatever. Motion is probably my favorite song on the album, from production to bars. Like it was flawless work. It sounded like some King's Disease joint or whatever. Then he had a song called Bokeem Woodbine, if y'all familiar with that actor. He slept on, you know what I'm saying? I wonder why the song was named after him, and I never got a clear answer. The song is dope. Like let me start there. The song is dope, but I didn't get why they named it that. I mean, he referenced Jason's lyric, and then he said, you know, he's sipping good wine like Bokeem Woodbine. I mean, it was clever, it was cool, but I think they were just running out of ideas for song titles, and this was probably just a joint. You know what I'm saying? He followed that up with Irvin Magic Johnson. We understand Magic 2, you know what I mean? That's another highlight. Irvin Magic Johnson was a real dope record. And then this is what it all really means. Introspective, Nas in his bag. Hit Boy was some of his best production I've heard in a while. Probably his second best beat on this album was what this all really means. After that, it was Slow It Down, another standout joint. Really, Nas really kind of letting us know where his head is at right now. Pistols on Your Album Cover is a song that, before I even hit play on the album, I was kind of hearing about it. I was on social media and people was kind of like referencing that song. They were like, yo, that's the joint, that's the joint. So Pistols on Your Album Cover is, I agree with y'all, that's another joint. It's not my favorite on the album, but it's probably second or third favorite on the album. So like I said, One Mic, One Gun with 21 Savage, I don't care for. So out of these 9 songs we have to judge here, I really like maybe 5 of them. It's kind of crazy, man. Like, I don't think this album was put together to be an album. Like, honestly, man, like, I think it was just a bunch of joints that they had kind of laying around. I don't think they went in and was like, yo, let's work on this Magic 2 album. I think they just had some joints and they was just like, yo, these is fresh. You know, let's put something together and, you know, call it Magic 2. Nas, who I think is the greatest rapper in the world, hands down. Say what you want. I think he kind of, on a few joints, he kind of relaxed. He wasn't razor sharp lyrically. I think he kind of was having too much fun almost. I think he's gotten to a groove with Hit Boy to where he's just having so much fun to where he's not concentrating too much on his pen. You know what I mean? He's just rhyming. He's just, you know, he's not really telling stories. He's not giving us nothing crazy, at least not on this album. And he's just like, yeah, I'm going to let Hit Boy's production kind of do the legwork a little bit. It's not a knock because I do like the project. I think it's dope, but I just feel like he could have did better lyrically. Like his pen is way better than what he's shown on this album right here. A lot of joints just kind of like I was saying, there's always a moment. There was really nothing on here that was like, oh, that's the moment. You know what I'm saying? Like with KD3, we all knew about the moment was the 5 Heartbeat sample. Like that was the moment. Then Thun, you know, he was talking about listening to Ether and, you know, calling Jay-Z saying it ain't over. Not Ether, my bad. Listening to Takeover and calling Jay, you know, letting them know this ain't over or whatever. Like there was always moments, you know, with Nas and Hit Boy. And this is probably the first album that they did that they don't have any moments. You know what I mean? Dope project. I take nothing away from it. Like I said, out of 9 songs that I'm going to judge it on, I like 5. I really, really like maybe 3. But in these 5 albums in 3 years, this is my least favorite, but it's Nas and it's Hit Boy. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be dope. Y'all probably going to enjoy it. I believe y'all will. Y'all let me know in the comments what y'all feel about this album. Where does it rank as far as the Nas and Hit Boy collab albums? And yeah, man, let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. And I'm looking forward to KD4. I would, you know, personally hope that at some point real soon that Nas gets away from Hit Boy, no diss. But I kind of want to hear Nas over No ID some more. I want to hear Nas over Primo. I want to hear Nas over Alchemist. You know, I kind of miss that. I think, you know, those type of producers bring out the best in Nas's pen. And I think Nas has gotten real comfortable with Hit Boy. And now he's chilling. He's having a whole lot of fucking fun. And it's not, you know, a big benefit to the fans and to the listener, to myself. So y'all let me know what y'all feel about this in the comments. Magic 2 is available everywhere right now. So y'all go listen to it. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Y'all agree with me. Y'all don't. I mean, whatever. But until next time, this has been Black Sun's World. Peace.